Hey, this week we're up in Vilas County and we're fishing North and South Twin with my good friend Jeff Jasinski and his daughter Danielle, special guest today, better known as the problem child. Hey, and Jeff, what are we doing on here? I haven't been up here in 30 years. What a great area. And hey, I appreciate it. Thanks for letting us come up on your family vacation and bother you and try to catch some fish today. So what are we doing out here? What kind of structure are we fishing? How deep are we fishing? What are we even fishing for is what I want to know.
Well, we're fishing for my favorite fish, walleye.
Okay, I like that.
We're fishing mid-lake humps.
Okay.
You know, this is that time of year when the fish are a little deeper.
Okay.
And so we're targeting these mid-lake humps, and we're fishing probably anywhere between 18 to 25 feet today.
Okay. And what are we going to be casting at them?
We're going to be pitching jigs with the crawler.
Okay.
And we're just going to kind of be working these mid-lake humps real slow, and you know, feel the pickup, and then kind of let them take it and suck it in, and then hopefully they're there.
No, I see that.
Here's some walleyes right here.
Okay, I see. Is that you're using your down imaging, huh?
Yeah,
got your hummingbird there?
Yep. Down imaging.
859. Yep.
859 HDBI.
Yeah, that's a nice unit. Okay, yep,
Yeah.
I can see the fish right there.
Yeah.
Are you going to use your spot lock on your
yeah.
Trova? Okay, yeah, we talk
you-
about that a lot. It's a great unit.
Once
Okay.
we get going on this.
All right, I'm excited about catching some fish. Like I said, I haven't been up here in 30 years. Hey, Jeff, the rumor is that all these gray hairs you have on your head come from, I know you've got two boys, Chris and Nathan, but Danielle, all these gray hairs come from her. Is that true?
Well, there's quite her and her mom.
Well, let's see if she can catch some fish for putting all them gray hairs on your head.
There's a whole pile
All right,
of
let's
walleyes
catch
right
them.
there. Oh, not quite illegal.
Oh.
Close.
Yeah, that's pretty. What nice colors on
Oh
them
yeah,
fish.
that's a beautiful fish.
Yes,
Isn't
it is. You got to turn around there, sunshine.
There you go.
Right.
That's kind of what they look like right there, all day long.
Oh, what do you mean? We just got out here. That's your first cast. Like he's tapping on it a lot. Ooh.
Oh no!
I didn't wait that long and I got him. Thank you, Danielle. Oh, what, Jeff? Oh.
Hey, at least you caught one.
Right. Got one going, Jeff?
Looks like it.
Right.
Line's peeling out. See what happens.
Yeah. We're both gonna sit in front.
Look at that. See?
Yeah.
He's going. He's taking the line.
I don't know how you can wait that long. Right? Right? I'm gonna have to.
I have a lot more patience.
Well,
than
I'm
you
gonna
are.
tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start stacking up sandwiches, and when I get a bite, I'm gonna eat the sandwich.
Out there.
Oh, good!
Missed him.
Perfect opportunity. Where was he? Where was
Missed
it?
him.
Huh?
He ate the worm. He
Oh,
ate
now
the
he's
worm.
full, so we don't. Danielle and I don't have a chance. Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Oh, bummer. Got something going here. I think I got one going. I get the feel. There we go. Jeffrey! I love it. Yeah. Ooh, there we go. You know what? That might even be a legal fish. I tell you what, some pretty colors. Ooh, holy moly. Watch it, Daniel. I'm coming. That, just like you said, that fish picked it up and I let him hang on there. I didn't give him 10 seconds. I gave him 8.5. I couldn't do the 10, but it did work. I did get him, and look at that fish has got that jig right down into his mouth just absolutely perfectly. You know what the difference is? Like on Winnebago, I just keep, when I feel him, I just keep pulling. I don't stop and let him run with it at all. I just keep pulling the fish along, and then I only use a half a crawler. So these fish up here want a full crawler. Yeah. These are high dollar fish. You know, price of crawlers is pretty high nowadays, you know, which it's kind of nice that these are your crawlers, not mine. Boy, I really had that fish. Here we go. Alrighty. Back where you belong. Are you gonna get this one? Now, you did miss 2 in a row, even though you got one. And I am ahead of you by about, you know, a quarter of a fish. Oh.
I don't know if that was a fish or not. I'm not going to claim it was.
Where's your bait? Ah, yeah, whatever. You can say whatever you want. I got the one going. See, I'm not giving them. I'm going 8.5. Ooh, that's a little better fish. I'm going 8.5 seconds, not the 10. Ooh, there we go. Ooh. That is a nice looking fish right there. It almost looks like a Winnebago fish. Got a little girth to it like that. All right, and look at that again. 8.5 seconds, dude. Not doing 10. I might even go to 7.5 seconds the next fish. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I am. I'm kind of going back to my old bad habits of Lake Winnebago fishing. So let's see if it works on these northern walleyes, northern Wisconsin walleyes. What a pretty fish. Good deal.
There you
Oh,
go.
all right. Ooh, that's a better fish.
There we go.
What do you got there, Jeffrey?
I guess I'm going to have me a North Twin Lake walleye.
North Twin it is. Okay, now I'm only a quarter of a fish down if you can get him in.
Well, we're trying.
Yeah.
We're trying.
Ooh, maybe a little better one this time too, huh? All right.
Nice fish. Take them all day long. Look at it. Same
Oh.
thing, Larry. Look at that. Just
That fish has got that thing. I
Look at
told you, Jeff. 8.5 seconds, not 10.
he just clobbered it.
That's awesome.
That's typical.
Yeah, it's a nice
Nice
fish.
fish.
I'll catch them all day long.
Yeah, they're fun to catch. They're beautiful
good
fish. And they're excellent eating. Perfect.
Good job. So Jeff, back to their kids would be going back to school pretty soon, huh? Yeah. Be nice and quiet around the house. I got one.
That means you're not paying attention.
Oh.
Catch a fish.
What do you mean, who wasn't paying attention?
It tells stories.
Here we go. Hey, Jeff. I just, I threw it. I marked a couple on the locator. Here we go. Ooh, that's a nice fish. Ooh, yeah, I'd like to see that. Now, basically what we're doing here is we're not really working these mid-lake humps, are we? We're just kind of basically casting, that's a nice fish, that might even be illegal, casting down the weed line, and we're in about 18 feet of water where the boat is, and we're casting up into about 14 feet and just dragging it real slow. Yeah, that's a nice fish right there. Gotta like that. Yep. Oh, there we go. You know, oh, I lost him too. That was definitely a better fish. Ah. Jeff, what are you turning the boat around for? Hey, what? What's going on?
He's trying to get
I know, right away I get a bite and he turns the boat around.
I'm not doing nothing.
Thought you
Yeah.
was gonna notice.
I can understand why you moved out.
It's the wind.
Exactly.
Now, how many seconds are you giving him?
I'm giving them like a lot because I don't want to lose them, Larry.
Right.
But I think there's a fish there. Would you say so?
I would say so, especially because I just missed one there and you turned the boat on me. Right. See? I know all this works.
And I spot lock so I don't lose the spot.
That's kind of nice.
Actually, probably should just sit here and spot lock and cast for a little bit because there seems to be a bunch of fish around
Yep.
here.
I just marked a couple in the back here. Is he still there?
I'm gonna find out in a minute.
I can't wait any longer. Hurry up.
There
I
he
got
is.
one too.
What the heck?
Oh, nice
people?
fish too.
Come
Nice
on,
fish.
Danielle.
Oh my gosh, I am so
What do you got,
happy.
Jeffrey? I got one going too. Here.
Nice fish. We'll spot lock this spot.
I love that.
This is bogus.
Thank you.
There you
Oh,
go.
there's a good fish.
Look at that.
Here.
Again.
I
Just,
got one
just
going
ate
too.
it.
Gosh. Do I need to move? Can you? Here, I can. Okay.
Oh, I missed mine. Okay, Daniel, throw it there. He's
I'm
hot.
trying.
The fish is hot. Hey, Jeffrey, let's see what you got there. That's not too bad.
Nice
Oh,
little walleye.
nice job.
Nice golden brown fish.
Gotta love this. Northern
Perfect.
Wisconsin. Lots of fish left up here. You need a crawler?
Yes, sir.
Ah, we don't have any left.
Yours is on the ground.
We're all up. You know what? It's kind of funny. Before we were going that way, and all of a sudden, I hooked the fish and caught him. And all of a sudden, Jeff's like, "Oh wait, let's turn around, hit the spot lock." Well, I couldn't get a bite, and he's getting bites now. I had to move up by him. See, I see how this works. And poor Danielle in the back of the boat.
Do I have one?
You got one.
Yeah!
What do you mean? What do you sound so surprised for? What? Was it
Please,
good one?
please. I don't know. I don't. Oh.
Hey, turn towards the camera, girl. Yeah, she finally broke the ice. I told you she was a late bloomer.
Dang. Okay, I don't take it off though.
That's okay. You know what? The day you can take a fish off is the day that maybe your dad will let you date a boy.
Yeah, so never.
Right, that's what he prefers. All right, good job.
I have to touch it?
If you want.
Here.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Ow! Jesus! Jeez Louise.
It's a fish, not a snake, not a snapping turtle. Just
hey,
a
look,
fish.
it wanted me to measure it. Oh my gosh, this fish is freaking out. Just let me put you back. Woohoo!
Why a father wants a girl, I'm not quite sure. I am not quite sure. I fell for that same trick myself. I haven't figured it out. Right off the bat, Jeffrey.
Just like that. So what I got here going, which is kind of just different. I just took just a regular plain old split shot and a hook, put a jig on it, hung it over the side of the boat, and it was less than 30 seconds. And I see my rod tip just kind of hovering a little bit, and I set the hook, and there he was. So
No, that's just a plain hook, a plain split shot and a hook, right?
just a plain split shot and a hook. That's all it is.
Simple as it gets.
Simple as it gets. And that's it. So I'm gonna try that again.
I would if I was you, but do you have a leech or a crawler?
I had a leech on. But that's all I'm doing right there.
Show us that rig. Yep.
Just as simple as it comes. I mean, that's walleye fishing from 30 years ago, before we all got fancy.
That fish wasn't that old. All right, I'll give you $1 for a red hook. I knew I should have brought my boat. That's not fair.
That one hit on the way down.
Did it really? Ooh, that's a nicer fish
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
a nicer fish
That's
right
got a
there.
little chunk to him. You know, it's hard to believe I'm sitting here with a jig and a crawler, working the same stuff you're working. You just switched over to that plain hook and a leech, and it's one after another.
Exactly. Well, you know, yesterday or 2 days ago, that's what the secret was on this spot. Was that plain hook and that just that sinker. So
It's kind of funny you didn't say that till just now. As they say, when in Rome, do as the Romans. When in Jeff Jasinski's boat, do as Jeff Jasinski. What? That's it, Jeffrey.
nice fish too. Nice fish.
Oh,
that
yeah.
one just clobbered.
Oh, that's a nicer fish for sure.
That one just clobbered.
Did it really?
And look at what they're doing.
They are
They're
engulfing
inhaling
it.
it. They're just inhaling it.
I want to use a leech too, and a red hook.
They're all nice quality fish up here, up in Vilas
No,
County.
jig.
And look at what
Nice
he's
fish.
eating. You look in his mouth here. He's eating all these worms right now.
Not eating mine.
But they're like little bloodworms in his mouth
That's
or
what they're
something.
eating, huh?
Yeah. I think that's why they're on this sandbar here. This thing must be loaded with these little bloodworms.
Nice fish.
So, yeah.
This is a conspiracy all the way. This fish in northern Wisconsin. Oh, that's,
No pull!
come on. Oh, man. This is ridiculous. Oh, Biff, what? I hope you don't need the net ever, because then you'll be on your own. Right.
Oh, he's just a little one though.
Yeah,
Just
we
a
hate to
little
catch
one.
them.
Just a little one. But
Yeah.
still, you know what I like to say? He's still a walleye. He's still a walleye. That was on a worm. So what I got going on here is I'm 8-pound test line, 1/8 ounce jig. And today what I'm doing is a little different than what Larry's doing. I'm actually cutting the head off the crawler, and I'm throwing the head in the water and just using kind of the tail. and I cast it out and I let it drift down to the bottom, and then just kind of slowly pump it back. And when you feel that bite, I like to give them 10 seconds before I set the hook. And usually, you know, most of the time they're there. Sometimes they're not. But just kind of keep on fan casting the area, you know, looking for those fish, trying to pick off those eaters or the ones that are biting. And I don't know, we must have caught 10, 12 fish here already. Don't you think, Larry? At least 10, 12 fish?
Who's caught 10 or 12
Yeah,
fish?
not us.
You know, this is one of them days where fishing is, at this moment, for Daniel and I, is kind of a spectator sport,
Yeah.
you know? Right, he's caught 10 fish. You know, it's a whole different story, Danielle, when he's operating the boat, you know, because every spot we've gone to, he's always casting forward, and he always puts the buoy back here and says, cast at the buoy. I'm getting a little bit suspicious, just a little. Jeffrey, another one? Holy
I don't know,
man.
Larry. Lady Luck is shining down on me today. Here he comes. Just a good fish,
yeah.
my friend. Nice fish.
Yep, you are very good fish.
Nice fish. Look at that. I love these walleyes up here, man. They're beautiful fish.
You know, the funny thing is, Jeff, that you love to fish Winnebago, and it's funny that you're on vacation and you're up in northern Wisconsin, and what are you doing?
Fishing walleyes.
Fishing walleyes. I just happened that Jeff had to go back and get a crawler. I took his spot. So now we'll see what happens. Okay? Now I'm in the captain's chair. Yes, I love it. It's not that big a one, but who cares? Woo. I mean, I've been in the back of the boat for the last hour and a half and haven't even had a bite. Now we'll see what we got here. Hey, well, that's not that bad of a fish at all. You know, it's kind of funny, Jeff. Hey, you know what? I'm getting a little bit more suspicious because now I just came to the front of the boat and all of a sudden the first cast, I catch one. Now, let's see what you do in the back of the boat. Hey, Danielle, you want to sit in the seat? You and I will rotate?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm trying to catch some fish too.
Yeah. Yeah, why don't you cast back by the buoy there? We'll see. All right, Danielle, let's switch. If you catch a fish up here, we know that he's been all day long messing with us. Whoa! Oh my, this is ridiculous.
Back of the boat. Oh, this one looks like a legal.
Oh, it is?
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, I just missed one too.
Look at that.
Oh, that is a nice fish. Oh, so you caught one finally back. Oh, I just missed one up here. Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Nice northern Wisconsin walleye.
This
I'm gonna
is
measure
awesome.
him just to see.
Yep.
Oh, a little short. 14 3/4 again. See what I'm doing here is I'm basically pinching off that head of the worm and just going with the white meat, and they just seem to be a little bit more wiggly for the first couple minutes, and I don't know if it's making a difference or not, but it's probably more confidence than anything that I'm doing it. But I guess I'm catching a few fish today too.
You mean a few fish? I tell you something though, you know, Jeff, I've always said, and I would have never guessed to take the head off that crawler, because every place I've fished, there's a bite right there. It hasn't made a difference, but I thought it was the front of the boat, and as soon as I did the same thing, I pinched the head of that crawler off, all of a sudden I started catching fish and getting bites, and it is amazing. I always say this, the simple things make such a difference when it comes to fishing, and like I said, I would have never guessed pinching the head off on a crawler would make a big difference. Here we go. I cannot believe that pinching that head off on that crawler is making that night and day difference. Here we go. Another good fish. And honestly, folks, I'm going to tell you, it's hard to believe, and it's not the first time by doing these little things that things have made such a difference, but the same thing, I pinched the head of that crawler off and threw it out there. The first cast about 5 minutes ago, I caught one. I missed two more, and I just got this one. Again, simple things make a big difference, so try it. Changing that night crawler. front or back of the boat. It just was all, I just still can't believe changing that back of that crawler made, ooh, nice fish. That is a very nice fish. Yep, I cannot believe, again, you guys, you know, I talk about it when I do seminars, little things make such a difference when it comes to fishing. And again, Jeff, honestly, I would have never thought about that it would have made a big difference by just taking the head of that crawler off, because I've never in my life ever done that. And you started catching them left and right, and I was stubborn as can be, but you know what? After about an hour and a half, I just couldn't take anymore. Literally, almost every cast, honestly, you guys, I went an hour and a half, and Jeff was getting them left and right, and I could not get a bite. Now, almost every cast, this is a better fish. Oh, that's a nice fish. That's another nice one. Almost every cast, I'm getting them. I mean, that is absolutely, again, I can't stress it or say it over enough that how much of a difference it made, Jeff, by taking the head of that crawler off. It's mind-boggling. And look, you can tell these fish we're fishing on a sand flat. You can tell, look at the sand in their mouth and stuff. They're picking stuff off the bottom. Look at all the stuff on the bellies too. Yep. Right, girl!
Come on, be
Come on, girl.
big, be big.
Nice job. That might be a good
Woohoo!
fish. Oh yeah, nice fish.
Woohoo! Yeah.
See? Look at the smile. Right? And what'd you do differently?
Yeah, oh, my dad put a new jig on. I didn't put a new one
Well,
on.
after crying all the time, you're crying, I guess he finally gave you the right color.
Should I try taking it off myself?
Yeah,
That could be funny.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Okay.
Come on. You did it. Almost.
Oh, God.
It's not a snake or a snapping turtle. It's a
Oh,
walleye.
I did it.
You did that. We're proud of you.
There you go. Okay, should I
Nice
put it back?
job.
Woohoo! Okay. I took off my own fish.
You're right. Awesome. We are absolutely on fire. Not just Jeff. We are on fire. Oh, that's an awesome fish.
That's a nice fish.
Hey Jeff, you know, you've been coming up here for 3 or 4 years now. How did you ever figure out all these spots and how to fish these fish? I mean, I know you live and die to walleye fish and you guide on Winnebago, but how did you end up coming up here and learning how to fish all this?
Well, I gotta tell you, Larry, I mean, like with anything new, I'm not opposed to hiring a guide the first time.
Okay.
And you know, we were coming up here for a family vacation. I used to fish up here for many, many years when I was younger. And then when we decided to make a family trip up here, you know, I looked up Rob Manthei, and one
Great
of the
guy.
local guides up here.
Yep, great guy.
Called him up, asked him if he could guide me on North Twin where I'm staying. Wanted to target walleyes and kind of show me the techniques. Obviously we're in August, a little bit different fishing techniques, and so I wanted to make sure that I could understand how the lake worked. And I hired him 2 years in a row, and it was money well spent. Money well spent. Because now this year, I mean, we're just catching these fish consistently. I've got a lot of spots on the lake, you know, that I've learned, and I've kind of learned how the lake works, and then I've learned to duplicate it in other spots. But definitely worth the money hiring a guide.
Thank you. Excellent. That's excellent. Hey Jeff, you know something? For a guy like me that fishes every day, it proves the point that I always say, you're always learning. And today I learned something different. We fish in a different body of water than I'm used to, and I would have never done what you did by just pinching off the head of that crawler, and it made a night and day difference. And I really appreciate you letting us come up and film today when you're on your vacation up here. What a great place to come, and it was a great experience.
Thank you.
And thank you, Danielle, very much. Hey, and I'll tell you, like I always say, it's another great day to be alive. Now that's a sandwich. Oh yeah. That's what life's about right there, I'm gonna tell you that. That'll beat anything from any fast food restaurant. That's an ass kicking sandwich.
Dad, what are you doing?
Hey, it was a tough day today fishing on Lake Winnebago, but I can't think of a better way to wind down and relax and sharpen my skills than reading the Badger Sportsman. It's a far from working experience.